Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe.
Hello and welcome to WrestleTalk. I am Luke Owen. Like putting together a list of my favorite wrestlers of the year, doing one for my favorite matches was just as tough. In fact, I went back to watch some of these matches just to make sure I didn't magically make up they were awesome when watching them first time around. Turns out I didn't make anything up. Although I do wonder if WWE made stuff up in their minds when they put Enzo versus Kalisto and Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton in their best of 2017 list, especially as AJ Styles versus Finn Balor and AJ versus Brock Lesnar are missing. But I digress. See, it's easy to have different opinions. With that in mind, let's look at my subjective list of favorite matches of 2017. My number 10 spot was originally going to go to DIY versus Revival versus Authors of Pain from NXT Takeover Orlando, but a rewatch of Andrade, Cien, Almas versus Johnny Gargano changed my mind. This was a terrific opener to the show, and was the first time the alliance of Almas and Zelina Vega felt natural rather than forced. Almas and Johnny wrestling worked so well together, and ultimate babyface Gargano was superb in his role. I first watched this match insanely hungover, but it still installed the energy in me to pop big for the near falls. An awesome match. There were 4 standouts in the Mae Young Classic for me: Shayna Baszler, Dakota Kai, Kairi Sane, and Toni Storm. While they all had good matches, the best match of the tournament was Sane and Storm in the semi-finals. Like Gargano, Toni Storm is a brilliant underdog babyface, going against an insurmountable challenge against odds-on favorite Kairi Sane. Sane herself was also great, and her diving elbow is a thing of beauty. The two worked this match to perfection, and it was a joy to watch. I loved everything about the feud between Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. From the 90-second loss at Survivor Series to the face-off at Royal Rumble and the epic finale at WrestleMania. It's one of the best WWE stories all year long. Their WrestleMania match only went around 5 minutes, but oh boy, what 5 minutes they were! The opening of the match builds on their Survivor Series encounter, and then Goldberg's spear from out of nowhere following Lesnar's German suplex is breathtaking. I know a lot of people didn't dig this feud, and I get that somewhat. But this wasn't just the best WrestleMania match this year for me. It's one of my favorite matches from all of 2017. I never knew I wanted a feud between the ultra-serious Aleister Black and the Prince-inspired Velveteen Dream. In fact, when this feud was first set up, I questioned NXT's booking ideas. But the longer this feud went, the better it got. The eventual match at NXT TakeOver War Games was a perfect piece of storytelling. A battle of one-upmanship and showboating, doing each other's taunts, and Dream's desires for Black to say his name. Some dodgy direction aside, there is very little fault to be found in this match. Enjoy for me, Velveteen Dream, and enjoy being a part of my favorite matches of 2017, Aleister Black and Velveteen Dream. It's amazing to think that nearly 20 years since their first tag team ladder match in WWE, the Hardys are still able to create and invent ways to use the ladder in 2017. Fresh from leaving TNA and the legal disputes with the Owl, leading to thunderous F that Owl chants at the start of the match, the Hardys took on the Young Bucks at Supercard of Honor in the main event over the biggest weekend of the wrestling calendar. It's an all-out war of table spots, ladder spots, high spots, and everything in between. It's a spectacle to say the least. It's one of those matches where it's almost impossible to recap because there's so much going on. Some may discount it for being a spot fest, and I agree it was, but what a spot fest. Just think what could have been if AJ Styles didn't beat Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship a couple of weeks before Survivor Series 2017. Well, for starters, Jinder versus Brock Lesnar probably wouldn't be in my favorite matches of the year. Thankfully, we got this instead. A battle between Phenomenal and Beast. AJ versus Brock wasn't just a great match, but it was a much needed match on the long Survivor Series card. All the matches we'd been looking forward to didn't quite meet the standards I'd hoped for. And then came Lesnar and AJ. Two of the most gifted in the ring, colliding and telling a wonderful story. Brock's selling of the calf crusher as a thing of beauty, and AJ looked absolutely brilliant in defeat. A great match. I mean, Yeah, this had to go on the list, didn't it? I'm not as au fait with New Japan as my learned friend Ollie Davis is, but the trilogy of matches between Okada and Omega was something I had to go out of my way to see. Their first match in January, the one that broke Dave Meltzer's star rating system, was a really terrific match, but for me the sequel was even better. Realistically, both should be in this list because you couldn't have the second one without the first, so maybe this is a joint fourth place for both matches. But with that said, there are so many moments in their second encounter that made me leap up from my seat. If I had more time on my hands to watch more New Japan, perhaps both matches would be on here and many others. But for now, Okada vs Omega 2 is my fourth favourite match of 2017. This year's PWG Battle of Los Angeles was pretty spectacular, but the standout was the epic quarterfinal match between Limitless Keith Lee and Donovan Dijak, a match that tore the roof off the building and nearly even broke the ring. Lee and Dijak are two utter powerhouses, and this was the ultimate display of strength and athleticism, with both men throwing each other around like they weighed the same as feathers, while flying through the air like they were as light as, well, feathers. And then we got to the finishing sequence, with various big moves being kicked out of and New Japan style one counts that are jaw-dropping. Please, please, please find a way to see this because it is a great match. And it was tough to split my love of Keith Lee and Dijak with Keith Lee versus Tomohiro Ishii from the first night of Revolution Pro's Global Wars, but being there live for the latter has placed it higher in the list. Now I know what you're thinking. Look at this dick putting in a match that most of us won't have seen. But this was a match that was utterly mesmerizing. Ishii was outstanding, Lee was even better, and the two put on a show-stealing event. After the match, I turned to Ollie and said, I need a cigarette. This match was so good and so incredible that it overshadowed the main event that featured Zack Sabre Jr., Will Ospreay, and Minoru Suzuki. Can you even imagine that? But my number one match of the year by some margin was Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate for the United Kingdom Championship from NXT TakeOver Chicago. I mean, what can you even say about this match? It turned a crowd that were hot even hotter with each and every move. By the time these two were getting into the final sequence, the American crowd were chanting for the UK. I've never heard that before. Do you want to know how good these two are? They got a crowd to go ballistic for an airplane spin. An airplane spin in 2017! Then there's that punching spot, the spiral tap, the Avit's forearm. Man, I loved this match! I wish the UK Championship would get more airtime, but if we can just get a few outings like this every year, then this whole experiment has been worthwhile. Check out more awesome videos by clicking the videos to the left and support WrestleTalk. Give us a subscribe. I have been Luke Owen, and that was wrestling.